Oh, hello, Merlin.
Hello, CEAZOR. What brings you to my laboratory?
Well, I was hoping you could help me. My life is a little boring, and I would like to add a little more risk to it.
Well, CEAZOR, how about you leave and let me deliberate on it for a while, and come back later, and I'll tell you what to do.
Oh, great. Okay. See you later.
Boys, did you hear what he wants?
Oh, yeah, Merlin. Let me get the boys thinking. What do you think, guys?
Hell, we could let him look into this blue circle for a little while.
We could let him eat some raw fish. That's risky.
No. We just let him eat ice cream.
Hello and welcome to CEAZOR Snack Sandwich. Today we're taking a look at this thing here. One of my viewers asked me to go through this and explain it, so I've made a new flowchart to explain what this does and this idea. Now this is not in production, it's not actually functioning, it's kind of like concept. It's like a concept idea that Danny has come up with here, and I'm going to explain it to you in a nice flowchart, make it very easy to understand, and maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, but it'll be interesting, and I found it to be interesting to study this idea and to check out this flow and so forth. So let's swing over to the flowchart and we'll talk about what's going to happen in this idea. Okay, so here we are on the flowchart, and today we're going to use Boosted Bill as one of our users. Now Boosted Bill would like to take part in some leverage trading. So he wants to speculate on the price of his tokens. In this case, we're going to use sushi. He thinks sushi is going to go up in value. So he wants to speculate on this. He wants to buy it, but he wants to do it with leverage. Now, traditionally, he would have to go to a centralized exchange like Binance or so forth, and then he could do leverage there, right? He could do so there. But Danny's idea is to try to bring leverage trading to DeFi in a very simple easy to use user interface with some complexities in the background. Okay, so I'm going to talk about it now. So let's say he has $100 worth of ETH and he wants to speculate on sushi. So he could buy sushi and hold sushi, and that would be it, right? So it would go up in value and he would make some money. But like I said, he wants to leverage. He wants to go longer on this. He wants to take a bigger bet. So what can he do here? The idea is that he will buy the sushi first. So spend his ETH for sushi, or maybe he just has sushi already, and he would then give it to Danny's user interface. I don't know there's no user interface for this yet, but there will be, and it'll have graphs and all this kind of stuff, right? So he would then give the sushi to Danny's user interface contract, so forth, and then what Danny's contract would do is it would supply to a Kashi pool and borrow meme. Now, as you can see, he's borrowing leveraged meme. So he's borrowing $300 worth of meme and he's put in $100. Okay, so this is going to be an atomic transaction, kind of like a flash loan, right? So then he would take those meme he's borrowed and he will trade them on SushiSwap for more sushi, and then use that sushi to stabilize this borrowing platform. So all of this kind of happens in one transaction, like a flash loan. So he supplies the sushi, borrows 3 times or 4 times or whatever the leverage is that this UI will allow, and then he uses the meme to buy some more sushi and then stabilize this platform. Now, anytime he wants, he can come in here and click on, the sushi's gone up enough in value, I want my money. So he could close this position, it would reverse this transaction, and it would give him back his original sushi plus whatever sushi is left over in the end. Maybe it will zap all the way back to ETH or something, but you get the idea. So he would come and close this position, and it would reverse all of this position for his individual position. Okay, so that pretty much covers what this user will get, what this user will experience, and how this leveraging will work using Kashi and SushiSwap and the meme token. Now there's some issues here, like where's all this meme going to come from, and how is this going to come to play? So we need to have some other actors in here. So here we have Dollar Bill. Okay, Dollar Bill is Boosted Bill's brother, and he's a little more conservative, and he just wants to make money on his US dollars. He doesn't want to speculate on the price of tokens. So what does he do? He gives his USDT to the lizard here at Yearn Finance, and Yearn gives him back a YV-USDT token. So this token here has interest bearing in here because this lizard's running around making more USDT for him. So this is the first step he would do. You know, he could do this with other tokens as well, maybe USDC or some other tokens, but you get the idea. So he just puts the US dollars into the lizard goes around, makes more money, but he's holding this token, dollar bills holding this token in his wallet. So what could he do? He could then take that token and supply it on Abracadabra and borrow meme tokens, which are basically stablecoin $1. So he would have to pay interest on this, but generally speaking, this interest from the lizard is going to be a lot more than this interest here that he has to pay on the meme borrow. But why would he want to do that? Because then he could take this meme and he could supply it to another vault. Now this vault doesn't exist, it's a concept, it's an idea. So he could give it to this other Yearn vault, and we'll call this YVMIM. So this is one vault, and this bird here is another Yearn vault. So he would supply it to this Yearn vault, and what would the Yearn vault do with it? Well, it's a vault, so it can do many things. So one of the things it could do is it could supply meme to these Kashi pools. So they already have this kind of strategy already where it supplies to different lenders and it decides which lenders are the best yielding because they have the most demand. It would then supply it to whichever pool needs it the most, because maybe there's another trader and he wants to speculate on the YFI token or whatever. All these pools that they would have in Kashi that they would be built, it could then supply to the ones that need the most demand. Okay, so the next thing that this vault could do, now of course it's going to gain interest. Sorry, I forgot to mention these borrowings, they come at interest cost. So this owl here will make some money from people borrowing these memes to do this leverage trading. So it will gain some yield. That's why Dollar Bill would be happy to give him the meme. Now, if this is not actually functioning very well, or people are not doing leverage trading, maybe the prices are moving sideways, or for some reason it's not very popular right now, the owl has some other options. The owl could always supply the meme to the curve pool and farm the CRV token, and it'll probably do that in all the time anyways with some of the meme that's supplied here. And the other thing it could do is it could supply the meme to the Iron Bank. Now, why would I want to do that? Now, the Iron Bank is a special protocol that allows other protocols to borrow without collateral. Now, they have to be whitelisted. So in this case, Alpha Homora is one of them. It can borrow the meme from the Iron Bank without collateral and then use that meme to allow other users to leverage yield farm. So they would produce these meme ETH LP tokens and farm some spell tokens or some alpha tokens or maybe even some sushi swap tokens. So people would come here to Alpha Homora and they would build the liquidity for this transaction. So as you can see, this vault here is quite essential. It's going to supply health to these pools, and it can also supply health to the LP that Danny's user interface will need to interact with quite a bit. Okay, so this pretty much covers what the idea is, the main overhanging concept. Now, I didn't get into like all the details, but there's quite a bit of things in here. Like there's a lot of fees that could be collected by a lot of different parties. Like he's pretty much just going along on this. I explained all the fees here, but there's also all the sushi swap fees, right? So the sushi swap ex-sushi holders will gain fees from these swaps and gain fees from these borrows, and there's all kinds of fees coming from all kinds of different places. So I hope this has been clear enough. I hope this helps you to understand this concept, this idea. Now, like I said, this is not in production. This is not functioning right now as of the time of this recording, but I like to look at it because I like this flow. I like this interaction between different projects and all these money Legos coming together to work together and create a system or a function that is not actually in the market right now. Okay, so thanks so much for watching and goodbye.